What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Avowed playthrough. Today we're continuing with the main mission from the Animancer Giada. She is now a companion in our party, and she wants to go to this island of Naku Tedek to study more of what the Dream Scourge is all about. We have a couple other side missions that revolve on this little island here, so we're gonna start our adventure today onwards towards whatever lies here in a place called Naku Tedek. Last episode, we really fine-tuned.
Is a place of spiritual power. We're sure to find the answers we seek.
Why do they call it that anyway?
Good question. It means ancient soil. Naku Tedek was old when these lands were young. The godless built around Adra pillars. Maybe they felt a deeper connection to the spirit world. My friend Yatsley is a scholar of the godless. She could tell us more.
All right, so last episode I was about to say is we finally honed in what kind of build we want to play through for at least the foreseeable future. I still want to try and introduce a two-handed ranged weapon at some point. We just haven't found any epics, which is a little surprising, granted the amount of epics, or I guess rather uniques, that we've found so far. So once we find something that seems like it's enjoyable, we can always adjust our builds a little bit more focused towards that and switch back. But right now, I'm thoroughly enjoying this axe. We also got it up to whatever quality this is, exceptional quality for the Drawn in Winter. We are one away from upgrading the Last Light of Day as well as getting close to getting our armor at that exceptional status, which is probably where we want to be for this zone. I'm trying to figure out how we open that. We're doing okay in terms of damage against the mobs here, but they do hit very hard, and we've switched to kind of a tanky build as well, and we're still getting pretty laid out when it comes to taking hits from the minions at this difficulty. So that way looked like it was leading back out of this region, so I don't necessarily want to go down there just yet. We need to continue higher. It looks like there it is. What can we throw at it? Nope, not that. Switch to the proper one. And now we got a little secret in here. Oh, Giada has a spectral jolt. That's what that was just telling me. So similar to Kai having the fire shot, she can actually overcharge electric fields, which is really nice to have. We don't have to keep switching grenades. All right, so this is where we were before. Let's continue up this way. We do have a couple other side missions. I'm just not quite sure. They're very vague in terms of what we need to do here. One's to find the cartographer we found in Donjor. Okay, there was another symbol there. That looks like it might have its own thing. I don't see any cables coming off of it. How do we open that, though? It's kind of interesting that it gave us a little pop-up there, but I don't see anything inside. Did I miss it? Is there something inside here that we're supposed to... Oh, you know what? It's probably up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what she has.
Little power goes a long way.
Okay, seems like she just uses her magic to shock it. Didn't really look much different than what she normally does. All right, got that. Let's continue. Oh, there's so many ways we can explore in this area. Oh, baby, don't look down. If you're afraid of heights. Holy. Did I not hit him? Ow. Oh god. We set the whole area on fire. Or down that way.
Gather round.
Thank you. Her heal is so good. We're going to continue to upgrade that for sure. Doesn't seem like a wall we can break. It'd have this symbol if it was. Wolf gloves. We'll have to look at that in a minute. We are starting to do so much freaking damage. See ya. That is actually so fun. Oh man. Just headbutt a guy off the cliff. It's great. That is a great ability. It's funny, when I started this game, I instantly was like, okay, I'm gonna pick the scout class. Means I gotta use a bow and arrow, or I gotta use a gun. I didn't even bother looking at what the warrior skill tree had, and I kind of wish I did, because they were so good. Oh! Huh! Oh my god. That could have been catastrophic. We would have fallen a very, very long way down. All right, we just got a quest item as well. We'll have to read where that'll take us. I still haven't found the other people I'm looking for on this island. Gonna be a lot more. Oh my gosh, my attack speed right now. It is legendary. Mix that in with Giada's upgrade, where she gives you attack speed. That radius is actually monstrous. Yeah, Giada's attack speed buff, plus when we get going, we get attack speed as well. Like the more consecutive hits. It is a very, very nice combo. It just you just start swinging for the fences. Ooh. Yoink that, please and thank you. Okay, what are the quests we have over here? We have 1, 2, so this is return this note to Santa at the Emerald Stair. Does it say where exactly? Find that later. Return the reliquary to Naku Tedek. So we gotta find Alphonse somewhere here. We also need to find... Where is it? Maybe it just is that one, other than the main mission. I thought we had 2 here. Oh, the cartographer. It was in the first region quest area, or quest log. I just didn't scroll down that far. We have to find the cartographer here. Who, again, it's unmarked because they want you to obviously find it yourself. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's just a shortcut there. I guess we could have just climbed up here. Trying to keep my eyes peeled for
We
any
usually bring our dead to Naku today.
people. There looks like
For
someone
you,
there. Are
I'll
they
make an
friendly?
exception.
Naku Tadek party camp.
Have you spoken to Alfonso? He seems in a low spirits.
You didn't hear?
I'm looking for
Someone
Alfonso.
desecrated the shrine.
No.
Damn, somebody destroyed their shrine. Promise you it was not me. There's a lot of people around. It doesn't look like any of them have any conversation for us. Okay, we're looking for these guys' leader, I'm guessing. Let's just go into the main area, see if we can find this person. It's probably... Is the main mission just to go speak with them as well? No, but we're looking for... We're just supposed to go up here, and our companion will help us.
Hey, you there? Need some
Hi.
slop?
Sure, we'll have a quick look.
Salutations, traveler. Welcome to lovely Naku Tadek. It's seen better times, but it's still a marvel of ancient architecture. Oh, but I forget myself. I'm Alyssa, a wanderer and explorer, and sometimes even a merchant. Like now. Care to see my wares?
Absolutely. What do you got? Exceptional stuff. Any blacksmith items? You have the awakened Adras. We're going to try and grab as many of these Adras as we can when we see them, because they're actually kind of tricky to come by. Same with the lockpicks. Everything else I'm fine kind of just exploring and finding the items on our own.
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment, please? If you've come to Naku Tadek for a funeral, I'm afraid you're late. Or early, perhaps?
We're actually here to conduct some research.
I see. Well, do remember that this is a holy site, and others may be meditating.
It
May
doesn't
the
seem like they
gods-
have any actual information. Still haven't seen the main dude yet. It just leads us back down there. Guessing they will be inside as well if we can't find them out here. Yep. All right, I think we need to just head on in. All right, seems like some sort of little camp, city, whatever this place is. We heard a little bit about it in some of the lore that we found. Whoa. Near the field after breaking his soul apart. Yeah. These are all just plaques about the different animancers. That is
There should
one
be some
big
equipment by
Adra
the
pillar.
Adra pillar.
We remember these walls. Yes.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery, armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
'Cause, I mean, there's a lot about this Adra pillar and this place for that matter. Oh, what would my guy be worried about more? His initial mission, which is the Dream Scourge, or this new entity? We could just say we have no expectations. Let's say anything I can about the entity tethered
We'll
to my
get to
soul.
that and more, I promise. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
Toying with the unknown usually ends in tragedy.
This
It's
is
true.
no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that
Oh.
a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
I felt strange for a moment there, like we got someone's attention.
Hold on to that feeling. We might need it again. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
So we find the source, cut it off at the root.
My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
Any theories about what's going on here?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions. After you.
Oh boy.
We gotta see what's down there now.
Well, yeah, duh. Problem is it gonna want us there? Oh, it's him.
I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one.
Hello, Taliesin
Who are
Jaffe.
you, stranger?
Man, the amount of one critical role, I mean, it makes sense. They all voiced in Pillars of Eternity, but it's just amazing that I've already picked out almost every single cast member from Critical Role, plus the extended universe. It's pretty cool to hear them in this game. Anyway, who are you? I was hoping this place could tell me who I
Then
am.
I hope you find answers, and not merely more questions. When you're finished, maybe you could help a servant of the gods.
Sounds like a little bit of an old Percival Dorolo. I can always lend a hand. What's the matter?
While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking.
I think I found it.
You did? To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you.
I found the thief's journal too. This was no ordinary robbery.
Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose?
Athos killed his whole family in the Deadfire. No wonder he had a grudge. He was going to destroy it. Your relic for this family lives.
That would mean Eothas killed them. That's not possible. I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
That man was persecuted. Don't tell me you can't sympathize with him. I thought challenging your faith was supposed to strengthen it. That's actually a good point.
A challenge is one thing. Slander is something else entirely.
If you had God's might, would you even realize you'd killed them? I mean, the gods are just as flawed as us.
Then why do we worship them?
Good question.
What do they
We
give
don't
us
even know
if
who
not
they are, really.
qualities to aspire to?
Everything keeps
I
popping
find
up that makes them
myself
sound
lost,
terrible.
godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste.
I'd keep it, but remember why people have lost their faith in ethos. I don't want him to burn it. I don't want to just be like, yeah, your last 10 years was a waste. So
I will.
just remember
I
what
pity
happened.
my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
Honestly, this game really makes me want to go back and play Deadfire. That was actually such a good game. I never played Pillars of Eternity 1. I played Pillars of Eternity 2, actually, because of Critical Role. They voiced it, and I was watching Campaign 2 at the time. They were obviously sponsored by it, but PoE, 2, Deadfire was like actually really solid. It was a really, really well thought out game. That is one big Adra crystal. Holy.
I did not bring us here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door, or did the door open for you?
We will never know that answer. I think it could go either way. I think the thing in my head probably opened it for us, if I'm being completely honest.
You take lead.
It's crazy. With how much we've played and how much is like being revealed about the world, I still have no idea what the entity in my head is or what they want. I have my suspicions,
We
but
are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll
All
talk
good.
more once we reach the bottom.
whoa. Whoa, this water is crazy clear. That's cool. That's the thing. If you are a massive fan of the world of Pillars of Eternity,
That looks like
or if you even care about the lore of that universe, regardless of all the hate going around for this game, I think you would severely enjoy this game. It is a very good game in addition to the world of Pillars of Eternity. That is something that no matter what people think of this game, they cannot take. Oh, hey, big boy. They cannot take that away at all.
They're coming.
I love these guys so much. Oh, I ran out of stamina to dodge.
That was a close one.
Okay. Is this the only one we
Just a
gotta
little
open?
spark. Charge it.
No, the knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead.
Look out. Some kind of
Poison. Oh. Are there traps in here? Oh my gosh, we're dying. Nope. Yeah, I realized the radial wheel is actually a lot easier to grab your food because it puts all of your food together. It puts all of your essence together, all of your different buffs and stuff. I never realized that until I was fooling around in between the last video and this one. And it's a lot easier to navigate your inventory. The radial wheel is your friend. What the? Ow. Big boys.
good fight.
What?
A little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
We're getting so many upgrade materials. We're going to be able to upgrade all of our stuff to superior quality.
I would
This
not
place
go
is
swimming
crazy
by the
big.
way, unless you wish to meet your maker. You must be a rare place. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
Yeah. Oh. Wait. Wait, is this just gonna kill me? Okay, it doesn't travel the whole course of the water. I thought because the ice got destroyed just as we dove in, that we were actually going to take like a significant amount of damage. Hello, friends. Probably need a lot more of these bulbs, the eyes that freeze things. Although we do have the axe, which is obviously really, really nice, because I'm pretty sure with the axe you can kind of just be like, yeah, you can just freeze it yourself by looking down. I have no idea where we traveled to. We kind of went in the water and we're letting, kind of letting our curiosity control where we're going at the moment. The pack mule's burden, I gotta think that probably increases your carrying capacity if I was a betting man. All right, let's go back in that water. We're gonna get shocked at the top here, but that's okay. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, yeah, I got off too quick. Dang it. Assuming this will turn it off.
A little power goes a long way.
Yep. Ow, what the? Oh, is it just because we have the electric status on us? Ow, stop. Okay, is there a way we can clear this? So that's really annoying. Here we go. But they have it on them, which means they're gonna keep zapping me if they're... Get off me! God dang it, dude.
What in the name of Eora is that?
You, think...
Giant slumber.
I've never seen anything like...
Never a dull moment with you in charge.
Oh, God. What does that do? One-handed melee unique. Is this a spear? Physical stun. Holy stun damage. Power attacks deal moderate stun damage against vessels. Are these vessels? Because we're definitely going to try it. I don't know if this is a vessel. I don't know what it's radiating, but it's radiating something purple on the ground. I don't know what that thing does much against these dudes. To be fair, it doesn't look like much is doing anything to them. Question is that what is that purple thing doing? Oh, I thought that was Kai. I was looking at this dude like, what are you doing? I'm done. Sorry, Kai, I thought you were a skeleton for half a millisecond until I realized it killed me.
I need a...
Holy, these things smack.
Still wondering about that door and why it opened for you.
Don't worry about it. You know I'm a godlike. Alright, let's see what this thing actually does. So powered attacks deal... So what's a vessel? Vessel slaying. It seems pretty solid though, like just in its own. I don't know if it does a lot against those types of enemies we were just fighting, but it's a pretty cool looking weapon. Like even on our back there, you can see our new shield and the cool little prong poker, so to speak. Alright, let's top up our essence.
Death into life. Interesting. The godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course I can imagine it. I'll wager you have a harder time.
I think that mushroom guy is looking at me.
Ready to make an entrance?
How did they even get down here? Clever things must have their own secret. I'll say it.
I'm actually surprised we got to pull that off. Cilia? Pleasure to meet you. Our current weapon set absolutely destroys these mushroom guys. It's actually mind-boggling how easy they feel.
Give me a second.
God
There are
damn.
any monsters left? Show yourselves. Some of us have work to do. I guess that means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar. Just a little spark. Charge it. Just a little spark. Charge it.
Hear us through the Adra.
Goes a long way.
Talk to the Adra in just a sec. You gotta be patient, voice in my head. You're not gonna talk to us when we want to talk to you. You can hold on for 2 seconds while we finish looting the place.
Find us.
I'm working on it.
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us. You're in good hands, trust me. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature.
No.
Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
I don't know why we heard walking. What the heck is this?
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts, we welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
Yeah, what the heck am I looking at?
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers weighed in the confluence of souls.
Damn, perception too low. If that were true, you'd have to be as powerful as a god. That's how you brought me back from the dead, isn't it?
We are the heart in the soil, the lungs. We dream, the land stirs. We become. They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
So it's definitely not a known god, based on answer number 1 there. If you're a god, why has no one heard of you? Let's do the first one.
We do not remember how we grew. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life.
Okay.
SAPADAL.
SAPADAL. Okay, so we got information. We literally know who this entity is. SAPADAL is your divine patron and the god of the living lands. Which seems weird. All these years I've wondered whose godlike I am. I'm your godlike. That makes you the god of dead people and my deity. What aren't you telling me?
We offer you connection, root to branch, and you return to us with suspicion. Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long.
Now I need your help. I have to stop the Dream Scourge. Oh. See, this is what I've suspected that it needs us. Like, it's not just that we're its patron, like, it's our patron. Like, it's stuck. That's what I've said from the get-go. That's my suspicions. We're gonna use this one.
No, we do desire our freedom, yes, but we also wish to know you. Can two shoots not spring from the same seed? Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea.
Okay, so based on that, it doesn't sound like they're responsible for Dream Scourge.
Alas, we have been cut off from the land we knew and loved for too long. We could not trace its hills and valleys for you. But there are others who can. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain.
Tabaru
Those who
Sinakis?
cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
And then you'll help me end the Dream Scourge? Don't like this, but I don't have much of a choice. That's kind of what I've been saying out loud this entire playthrough.
You who walk free under sun and stars, you speak to us of choice. No matter. We would still offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it?
Ooh, this is interesting. I mean, we already have their power. Is it really that big of a deal? Like, if we reject it, it's not going to make a difference one way or another. I feel like we accept this. I don't have to like it, but I could still use it.
Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
Okay. So we got Thorn of SAPADAL. Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing damage on impact and momentarily rooting them in place. Interesting. Okay. Well, we know who our god is now, or at least our deity. We don't know if they're a true god. But they are actually the god of this entire area. That's crazy. Hi. We're like, what the hell?
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought. Actually, I thought your soul had been blasted to 1,000 pieces. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness. You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
Their name is SAPADAL.
Yes, SAPADAL. Who are they? What are they to you?
Yeah, about that.
Excuse me? SAPADAL is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
They didn't reach out to me until I set foot in the Living Lands. I believe they're trapped in the garden for some reason.
A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
Watcher told me the Adra in the Living Lands is different. You think SAPADAL is trapped inside the Adra? Ooh! That could actually be true.
Perhaps. The bars of their prison would be forged of essence, not iron. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected. But that changed when Animancers came to the Living Lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora. Connected only to itself. Or so we believe. If SAPADAL speaks and works through Adra, then the Living Lands is their prison, their tomb.
I'm glad it makes sense to you because I'm lost. See, I agree with this. They're saying it wasn't, but...
You could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain. Not yet, anyway.
That's the other thing, it's just
we
like,
know the Dream
how?
Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe SAPADAL can help us fight it. Indeed. That will be for you to judge. The real question is, where do I start? Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues. I wouldn't count on it. Besides, what good am I to Fior Mesiverno anymore? The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy. The end of the Living Lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Wait. We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel. We thought... did we imagine this?
Oh no, the people upstairs.
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
Oh, it's at the... Oh, no.
Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Oh, the
Come
city's
on.
under
There's
attack.
a way up those stairs.
Oh, crap, dude. Dang, I thought I could just jump up there. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. The city's probably under attack. I'm not quite sure by
There
who.
is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal man.
All right, I guess we'll go find out. I mean, that's the first time all game that we've heard anything about who this so-called deity is. I'm still not convinced they're a real god. It sounds like they're trapped. They might be trapped in the Adra, which is actually really interesting. Okay, the only other thing is like,
Oh my god,
the city's on fire.
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
Oh my god. There was another thing we had here. So here's the totem that we found. Sense is an excitable cartographer. Liga might be gone. Sense will be grateful. Sense now asks you to search for Felicia and bring her findings back. I'm pretty sure they're here. Oh, we found the notes. We got to bring him back to... Oh, he is back in the last place, I'm pretty sure. Oh, God.
What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack. Come, there isn't a moment to waste. I just hope Quilici is all right.
If it's the steel grow, this is going to be really interesting. What's the best way back?
All
Just
things
fast
considered.
travel, I'm guessing? Cannot fast travel from the current area.
Siverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I would be happy to oblige them. Someone made a dangerous enemy today.
We'll fight them with you, Giada.
They break, they bind us.
Yeah, it's not good.
I hope everyone is all right.
It's literally
My
preventing me
people
from
set up
fast
these
traveling. You
lands
can
in the
see by
name
the
of
mini-map
freedom.
on the top left.
It took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us. I hate living in interesting times.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Again and again they strike.
Oh, God. Wait. All these people are dead. Oh, God, it's a massacre.
I thought you did quite well under the circumstances.
What happened to you guys? Oh my gosh. This is like not even... This is just a straight on massacre. There's no other way.
There's the city. Thank goodness.
Envoy, I see you avoided the carnage. A few of your countrymen, well, let's say they didn't know any better.
Is this supposed to be something? Oh, I have the weird dialogue
You
up.
may have beaten us today, but it's only a matter of time before Emerald Stair bends the knee.
Shut up already. Since the two of you are kin, I thought maybe you could help squeeze some information out of him. Good point. I'll just bring the masked warlord who answers to no one in for questioning. That isn't going to happen. We caught this one alive, so any justice we mete out will be on his head. What we know is this. The Steel Garrote marched on Emerald Stair. We're pretty sure they wanted to set us to the torch.
And you taught them the error of their ways. Well done.
Just doing my job, same as you. What I don't understand is why they came unprepared. Few soldiers, and even fewer supplies. If the Steel Garrote wanted to start a fire, they sure didn't pack a lot of firepower.
Ooh, let's go, baby.
That was you?
Well, that's one question down. I'm sure the governor will want to thank you himself. As for our friend here...
It doesn't matter what you do to me. The living lands will be brought to heel.
Now listen, I am a patient man. But if you don't give us some answers, the envoy here is going to rip you in half.
Straight down the middle, isn't that right? Crack your knuckles and smile.
Nice touch. I'm not looking forward to cleaning up the mess, so you can help me by telling us what we want to know.
Your threats are wasted, Kerr. I have nothing to hide. Inquisitor Ludwig gave the order to march on Fior Mesiverno. Of course not. Hilgard lacks the spine to make the hard calls. Emerald stares on the precipice of disaster. Crops have failed, the townsfolk are defiant, and it's only gotten worse.
I fail to see how attacking my city helps the situation.
The coast is the only habitable corner in the living lands. We can unite as one people, or let the wilderness take us. What choice do we have? Tradition led this place to its doom. Better that it burn, and the people start again.
That is, without a doubt, the worst justification for a war crime that I have ever heard.
Speaking from experience, people don't usually unite as one after you've attacked their home.
Ludwig tried to hasten the inevitable. Nothing more.
Ah, now that is what I call a thorough confession. What do you want to do with him? As an adherent, I trust you know how to handle it by the book.
What do I want to do with this guy? Send him back to the embassy and change this behavior is unacceptable. Execute him. Let's see what they say.
Violence is the language of the Steel Garrote. Nothing less will get through to them.
I say throw back the little ones if they're not in a position to do more harm. Besides, he's probably more scared of what'll happen if you don't kill him.
I don't know about that
Good
one.
call, envoy.
We definitely won't execute him, but we'll send him back to the embassy in chains.
I will see to it myself. Too bad the road to Paradise is in bad shape. Our wagon might hit a bump or two.
As much as I want to rip his soul apart, maybe he's more useful to us alive.
But you can't send me back to Ludwig. Don't you know what she does to people who fail her?
I can't wait to find out. See you around, envoy. Thanks again.
A fate worse than death, perhaps. But fate nonetheless.
Good call. He's Ludwig's problem. Not worth getting your hands dirty.
Let's go see what shape the city's in. It didn't look too good from a distance there. A lot of the main buildings were on fire. It's kind of interesting that Ludwig sent them. I don't know. She seems interesting.
Envoy, I owe you my gratitude. And perhaps an apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing. You took care of the Steel Garrote before they could cause any serious damage. How silly of me. Here,
Give me that
compensation
money.
for your good
I don't
work.
like you, buddy.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware of what happened here. You've made a powerful enemy.
We weren't exactly friends. I can deal with the Inquisitor. Don't know about that, but...
The Inquisitor is not one to be trifled with. I hope you are not punished for your generosity. As for us, we're still standing, but our enemies have little patience for failure.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the living lands.
That isn't their choice to make.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradise. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Yes, you did.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it.
I'm gonna straight up call them. He made a hasty judgment.
As Giada was eager to remind me. You must understand. My mother is the Dream Scourge.
Oh, shit.
I hoped against reason that she might recover. But her mind grew as blighted as her lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giada.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make what he did any better, but you kind of do feel for the... I mean, the Dream Scourge is completely effed up. But yeah, Giada can take this one.
You want me to do the talking? Very well.
Yep, you got this. I believe in you.
The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Quilici, tell him it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
There's no other explanation for the spiritual shift in the Living Lands. Something that slept has awoken. I believe there is still more to learn, but a disturbance on this scale could explain the changes to our ecosystem.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
But we can return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise. Exactly. As long as we are animancers, the adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if hiding and trying to wait this one out is gonna do anything, but these are Giada's people.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradise is more secure, but it would mean living under a Diran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
Okay, you didn't help. What about you, Kai?
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
Good point, Kai. Always to the rescue. We're going to Thirdborn, baby.
We'll be proud to lend our strength to theirs.
Hiding is not an option right now.
And as fellow expatriates.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father lead the republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp, so we've got to get there now. Though the city was saved, my research wasn't, which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
So I think she is actually the fourth companion. Yeah. We gotta go to.
Be surprised.
Gotta go to that new area.
Complicated, but stranger things have happened.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Alright. We leveled up as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's have a quick peek. What do we want to pour points into this time? So we're sitting at 6 resolve, 3 intellect, 3 perception, which the crit hit chance might be nice. I also like the attack speed. Yeah, let's pull another point into this. It's been a while since we put a point into dexterity. It's falling a little bit behind. We'll grab that. Now we're back to this page, which I've had so much trouble deciding on what to take lately. Charge distance travel would be nice. Can't grab that yet. We could take the sword damage, but we're primarily using an axe, so I don't think that's... Unlocks the power slide. Your slide passes through enemies and knocks them down at a cost of 20 essence. It's interesting. You can slide in and knock people down. I think we might want to buff our dude a little bit here with one of these ones first. The max HP is definitely nice. Critical hits with melee weapons deal 50% more damage. I think we got to grab that. That is really, really nice. We are critting all the time as well because of our buildup on our frost weapon there.
Perfect.
So I think that's definitely the play. Anything else in this area before we head out? We do have an ogre's camp way up top there, but I can always come back and do that at another time. Where are we actually heading out, though? Let's go. Let's follow the main mission. See how we can exit into the new zone. Doesn't look like they're too worse for wear. There's a couple of broken buildings and whatnot, but it seems like they'll be okay. I'm interested to see what the new zone looks like. So far, each zone has kind of been really unique and changed the landscape of the game a lot. So that's one part of the world that I'm really enjoying. Okay, 683 this way. And it's right up top with this. We might as well try and find this ogre's camp before we leave. It's not the end of the world, but if we're up here, we might as well try and just quickly grab it. I can always turn it in later. Where is it? Somewhere up here. Yeah, Yeah, I really like this zone. This zone is very creepy. It's very cool. Looks like we got some enemies up ahead here. You guys are right back here. So you got a big spider dealing with. Dang, I ran out of stamina right as she attacked.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
I just love seeing all the like electric cables and stuff and figuring out how all the lights and all the gates are all connected.
Charge it up. Little power goes a long way.
I didn't even see that under there.
Just a little spark. Little power goes a long way.
Don't really need common ones even anymore because we have all of our upgrades are pretty much at a spot where they need to be, and we have surplus of low-level crafting supplies, even if we want to change our weapon at some point. Is this just another way up? Where does this lead to? Some gold, something gold. Ooh, another ring. Similar to last time, I'll have a look at all the rings and jewelry before we play next, just so we can make sure we have the best stuff for our specific loadout equipped, but it does take time to kind of sort through all them, figure out what works best, what combos you can do with other things. It's a big part of the game, but it's easier to do when you're not trying to record a fun playthrough and spending all your time looking at numbers, basically. This is cool. Memoirs of a Visionary. Here's something. Weird. I thought I heard a little jingle of some... Ooh, here he is. Allrask.
Smells like death. Not in a good way. Not saying a word. Speed up.
I actually forgot we got the other god ability. I should put that on my bar instead of the heal. Dude, the amount of buildup we have on our weapons for that stun is absolutely legendary. Gotta kill the ones that summon them. Okay, there's a Scourge guy somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a guy. Whew.
That'll show him.
Look at all the dead bodies this guy was feeding on. I like the shield she puts on Kai. It actually helps him stay alive so much. It's really nice. He's kind of a squishy gentleman. Okay, where's this lead? Somewhere over here. There it is.
Just a little spark. Charge it up.
Basically, she just puts that shield on him, and then because he taunts, he quite literally never dies as a result of that anymore. What did we just get? During the day, 3% damage reduction, 3% additional damage reduction. That's interesting for a medium armor kit. We're wearing heavy at the moment, so we're gonna stick with that heavy. Okay, let's go finish up this quest. We just gotta go investigate some tree. Yeah, I'm loving this combo of weapons. I want to find something to use in our offhand or our two-handed. Like, this thing's cool, but I have no real use to switch to it right now. I want to be able to use like a two-handed mace or something, but I'm not putting perk points into it. I don't want to split up my damage from this until it's at a really good stage. I love the guns. It's just we haven't found anything that's good. I don't even know if there is unique range weapons right now, like two-handed. If so, I haven't found any. Assuming it's this tree here. Search the tree for evidence. Assuming you find this letter intact and in time before you go any further, make sure you haven't been followed to this location. Uh-oh. There's probably going to be bandits here. Once you're certain, come to my camp at the mouth of the river, southwest of Eora, and we'll discuss how you can further help me bring order to the valley. Probably go here, then just jump down into the river. So we're tracking some bandit ranger guy, or some ranger looking for bandits. Hello, friend. Ranger Dorso. Oh, it's... Hello. Nice to meet you.
Envoy? What are you...
Oh, wait, we met this chick outside
You're
Eora.
full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but I think this could work out better for both of us.
Why didn't she just tell us to do this when we met her?
You should have listened to Captain Massoni. Always trust your gut. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only
is
trying
this
to
the...
help.
Oh, this is the chick that was murdered the other scout? You did it? Oh man, I actually did not see this coming. We talked to her during the investigation of the missing scouts, and she was so open. She gave us all... I should have known. She was way too open now that I think about it. She gave us like every information we asked from her. I assumed you killed Monado because you caught sneaking around Emerald Stair. Kidnapping Verona was stupid. He's how I found your letter.
That wasn't part of the plan.
Unbelievable.
Bandits were supposed to kill him, but I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ran something back to us instead. Idiots.
Wow, that was written so well. I literally had no idea it was her. I'm gonna kill her. Just for that, I'm gonna kill her.
Quick as a fox.
I don't want to hear your side of the story. We literally straight up was like, yo, somebody killed these people or kidnapped and they ended up dead, whatever it was. And she was like, oh, it may have been this guy or may have been this guy. Like, this is why he would do it. That's why they would do it. Oh my gosh. That was a really... I didn't even know that ogre thing was tied to this quest. or to that specific quest. That is actually an excellently written side story. That's what I mean. Like, for the missions that are in the game, they're really good. They're really good.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me.
It's not really good news, but there was a killer, and it was Ranger Dorso.
My gods.
Wow.
I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Ranger since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Asierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now?
I killed her.
Without the trial? Good gods.
Frontier justice. That's what a traitor deserves.
Masoni, please. Where's her body now, Envoy?
I'll tell them.
I'll send a few of the senior rangers out to find her.
They can do what they want with her body.
What a nightmare. I don't know what I'm going to tell my men. A traitor in the Rangers. This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it?
Dorso was trying to create the conditions for the Adoran takeover.
Be serious, Envoy.
I am serious.
She was always talking about how we needed
She was
strength.
sneaking around
Do you
behind your
remember,
backs.
Maso? More swords, more coin. And she complained that animancy wouldn't fix our problems. But I didn't think she had so little faith in Fior.
No one took her seriously.
Evidently, she was quite serious about it. I didn't want to believe it could be her. Gods beyond, what a mess. Thank you, Envoy. Ranger Monato has been properly avenged, and now I have a lot of work to do to rebuild my squad.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, but at the same time, I didn't
Agreed.
suspect it was her either.
I need to be more careful with who I trust
What
in the
a
future.
sneaky
Here's your
ranger,
reward.
man.
It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
Crazy. What a crazy end to that mission. Okay, we got something else here. One last trick. Finally! Finally! We just had to complete the Ranger quest, baby. One last trick. Bullets bounce hit an additional enemies within range. Ooh.
At least lets them clean up their ranks.
That's kind of nice. All right, well, we're gonna have to give this a try, and if we like it, we'll start putting points back into the skill tree for these type of weapons. That's actually awesome, though. Finally. Finally. Ask and you shall receive. All right, cool. So that completes, I believe, the rest of the side missions. We have the totem one, which we didn't do for the first place either. Where is this guy? I believe he's back in the first place. Bounties, killed Onuna, the Bear Grotto. Okay, first things first. Do we see on the minimap where this might be? No, because I think he's back in the first place, as I suspected. What about old Nuna? Way the hell over here somewhere. Right there? Oh, easy. We'll go do this one first. We'll do the grotto, and then we'll head on our merry way to the new zone, and we'll probably wrap the video up there. We'll explore the new zone at the beginning of next episode, grab all the quests, and do our typical tour around the new map like we do in these last few videos. It's just, that's the most fun way of doing it. Just grab everything from the city hub and then go venturing forward, discover everything you can discover.
Emerald Stair. This is new to me.
I love these cave systems on this map. You're a bear? Ooh, even without upgrades, you do a lot.
Make way.
God, those poison shots are actually crazy.
Come on! Come on!
love eating the small ones. You just charge head first into them and they go a mile. All right, well, we took care of that bear really quickly.
We make a good squad.
Hell yeah, we do. A hole there. Okay, so we got our paw, so we can hand that in for some more coin. Which way did we come in? We jumped in from somewhere, right? Probably a handful of things we can explore in this little grotto before leaving. This looks like a different location.
Like a whale's insides.
How do you know what a whale's insides smell like? That's what I want to know. Where the heck is this taking me? Those are rotten? Oh, those are grenades. I thought they were rotten apples or something. Oh, I got so tangled up now. I have no idea where the hell I am.
I think that's
That looks like a piece of
another piece of the idol. We have 4 of this one as well. We haven't even really seen what this idol does. I saw the first 2 upgrades and it like didn't interest me for my build as much as the first zone's idol, so I think we've kept that one active. Now that we keep finding more, we might consider switching it out, seeing what it does. Okay, so this is where we came out from the other side. Oh, this is poisonous water? Of course it is. All right, let's get the heck out of here. We can go turn in the bounty. See one more thing. All right, now we can get the heck. Oh, I missed it. Oh, well, we don't need those. We got lots of those. God, I love the water in these caves. It looks so beautiful. I just wish the water was alive. That's one of my biggest gripes about this game is there's no fish, there's no underwater creatures. Like in the Dawn Shore, you can swim out so far into the world, the underwater quote-unquote world, and there's nothing in it. There's nothing. There's no, like, I remember the first time diving into the water and I was like, oh my God, there's gonna be like a shark or something attacking me. Nope, not even a single minnow, not a goldfish, nothing. That's out of everything in this game that people complain about. I disagree with a lot of it. I agree with most things. I agree to a different regard. We'll talk about that again at the end. But the biggest thing that makes me upset is how amazing they made the water with quite literally nothing in it. And that to me is such a missed shot, but that's okay. I'll get over it.
They say that
I got another bounty.
Now.
Killed a bear.
Impressive.
Thank you. She was certainly stronger than the average bear. She was, but I still destroyed her.
Here's hoping. Perfect.
Glad I was able to help.
At last I can turn my attention.
Yep.
Please.
Thank you. Tree of Life. The shields. Slowly regenerate 30% of your maximum health, 50% of incoming fire, frost, and shock damage negated by 15%. That seems pretty good. The Sun and Moon and Tree of Life seem pretty similar right now. All right, let's go ahead and continue with main mission. So once again, we got to teleport somewhere up here is where it said we needed to travel. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited. That was a really sick zone. That was really well done. All the main missions were sick. The attack on the tower, even though the results, again, goes back to it just being a little less immersive than some games. But even still, like the fires in the distance, you having to run back instead of fast travel back, it was all very, very cool. The Shatter Scarp Gatehouse Waystone.
Envoy. A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another. What a colorful grasp of language you have. You interfered in our plans. Take it from me, Inquisitor Ludwig isn't at all pleased.
I mean, neither am I. That's such a bold response. I love it.
In that case, maybe it's not too late to make amends.
You lost the fight for Emerald Stair, and now you ask for peace? Don't make me laugh.
Hear me out. That's all I ask. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our soldiers were poised to attack Fior Messiverno. If you had been made aware, you would not have interfered.
Why? The Animancers are harmless. I still would have interfered. Ooh, yeah.
Maybe I can convince you otherwise. You might not want to admit it, but Fior Messiverno is a settlement in decline. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. What exactly do you think you saved?
My home, which you have no right to condemn.
You've done nothing but condemn it. Shouting matches with the governor, open defiance.
The governor.
I fight for my home because I cherish it, you shit-eating worm.
Hey,
because I want us to survive.
Then I hope you enjoy the consequences of your actions. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
Didn't come all this way to watch a settlement burn. We should be supporting Fior Messiverno not delivering their descendants. That isn't your judgment to make. Ooh, call her out.
Do you care about the stability of the island? Then judge it harshly. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
The Emperor will hear what you've done. Why are you telling me this? Actually, that's a good question.
Because we have one thing in common.
And what's that?
Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you, but don't get in our way a second time. It won't end well. You know I can't make that promise. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them.
What?
It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. It could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor.
The Steel Garrote has always been known for being crazy.
Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
Let's hope we don't meet again. You know what? I could just straight up attack her. I kind of like that option. Look, I do not want to serve Ludwin. I don't want to work for her. This is the second time in this episode that they have attacked without the order from, like, we have no idea if Ludwin's giving them these orders. I'm gonna, you know what?
No, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Yeah, you're a
Let's
psycho.
make this a battle to remember.
Hell yeah.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
Stop right there. They're coming.
Leave this one to me. Sorry, friend. Oh no, there's water on the ground. Wait, is that a healer back there? Oh my god, there's more coming out. Oh, there's a lot more coming out. I love freezing them into place and then just absolutely crushing them. There's another healer somewhere. This guy's getting healed. Is it just a wizard? There's got to be a cleric somewhere, right? Yeah, I see him. Well, Ludwin will probably be pretty upset with what I just did, but at the same time, I'm not going to keep letting the Steel Garrote get away with this. Like, if you're going to just attack people just because we quote-unquote got in your way when delivering a message, like, that is such a childish thing. Like, you're just giant bullies at that point, and unfortunately, I'm not in the mood for that kind of crap. So, we'll just deal with them the fun way. Exceptional dagger, even that I can dismantle. Dismantle that now. What do we get here? Just the exceptional stuff. We got a Death Knight something. Death Knight glove. Frost damage. Oh, no way. What are we currently wearing? Critical damage and stamina while blocking. I feel like the frost damage is just that much more impressive. Should we just put on the full set now since we are wearing it? Maximum health. Stamina and move speed. I feel like we should just wear the entire Death Knight set. Like, visuals. It was better than what I was wearing. Oh, damn. Those boots we got earlier are so good. Okay, well, we're definitely going to wear those. Crit hit chance, frost. Wolf gloves aren't bad either for that dexterity. What's our dexterity at now? 5? I feel like that's fine. I feel like we can rock this set. All right, we got leveled up again, which is huge. Critical hits with melee weapons deal 60% more damage, but we did get to level 15 now. Is there any other level 15 things we want to capitalize on? The increased damage with one-handed by 50% now. Increases range weapon, increase your critical hit chance. Summon a bear ally to aid you in battle. What? That is so sick. That is so cool. Reach forward, taunting an enemy and pulling them towards you. Both of these are kind of cool, but I feel like I don't want to waste my essence doing that. I'm already flying around the map, like, just whacking the crap out of people anyway. I think we're going to put it into this finesse. If we can just get more... We now have 50% weapon damage on our melee, which is basically the only thing we've been using is one-handed melee weapons. All right, right on. Well, I feel bad for the Rangers. They completely got slaughtered by this, once again, piece of shit steel groat people. Ooh, a lot of big food. All right, I think we're ready to venture forth. Got a lot of useful information. We got a missive from Ludwin. This was another really good episode. The last few, I feel like this game really took over into what it's trying to be. Again, I know a lot of people will be disappointed that it wasn't something that they thought it was going to be, but you got to understand that just because you thought something was going to happen doesn't make it a bad game. That's very important to know. You don't have to play it. If it's not something you thought it was going to be, you certainly do not have to play it, but it does not make it instantly a bad game. I think the first few levels of this, or first few missions were kind of a little slow getting started. But like I said, once it found its legs, it's really taken off, and I'm enjoying this game a lot. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. We're about to enter technically our 4th zone if you include the beginning area. However, I'm on one of those sidetrack missions where we see an avenue. We see an avenue, we're trying to get there now. I think this just gives us another route into this place, so I think we can stop that there. We need to put some more points into might. We've kind of switched off a couple things that gave us a couple extra perk points into might, so we want to make sure our damage is staying up to par. We want to make sure our carry capacity isn't too minimal, considering we are wearing full plate armor now. I think that's going to be do it for this zone for now. We'll come back to explore a little bit more when I'm in between episodes, but for now, we're going to continue to the next zone.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about SAPADAL? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home.
Ludwin believes Fiora Mid Zaverno is a danger to the Living Lands. They have no respect for the Living Lands. I mean, that is true.
Exactly. They claim to bring peace and order, but at what cost? We were lucky this time. My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the Living Lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwin will try something similar in Thirdborn? That's good to hear. We'll find allies in Shatterscarp, if it's anything like I remember. Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back changed.
What do you mean by changed?
Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track.
So I thought he was going to say something else,
Dream
but...
Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
So he told us exactly what we already knew about the Dream Scourge. I thought based on what he knew about Thirdborn, he was going to tell us something else. But that's fine. We can't let the hunter become the hunted.
Easier said than done. Especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden. We find the Dream Scourge.
Yatsui believes the answer lies in another godless rune, Naku Kubel.
Yatsui is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsui can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever SAPADAL tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting.
I mean, she visits us every time we leave
SAPADAL?
camp in our dreams anyway, so we should be able to ask them.
Giada Castel.
Oh wait, she's reaching
If you're
out? That's not
listening,
what I thought she meant.
Could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel,
Wait, she's actually responding?
why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky
I did not think
water.
that was gonna work.
The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
Not much, just they definitely trapped in the garden.
In other words, nothing we didn't already know. Well, at least we tried. Clearly your link to SAPADAL isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing.
Nah. I don't want to reach
Good
out to
thinking.
this. We
You
won't
don't want
push
to
it.
push the limits of your spiritual endurance.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsui, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
I wouldn't even tempt what we're doing with anyone but you three. This is a chance to finally get some answers. Be ready for anything.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fiorme Siverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it. Not before we answer to her.
True.
Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
Sleep well.
Alright, we got a
long road
ton of stuff to do at this camp. So, first things first, we can upgrade the last light of day, which is huge. That's now going to be exceptional. We can also upgrade it a second time. What do we need? Admis Wort. We can upgrade this. So let's upgrade just 2. I don't want to upgrade everything. We'll upgrade Drawn in Winter another time. We'll upgrade our armor to exceptional as well. I think that's all we really need to upgrade at the moment. What do we need? We need one more. We need one more wort to upgrade that. We might as well do it then. Not going to use all these. I made that mistake before, and then I didn't have the small components to craft what I was actually wanting. But we could craft so much stuff now. Maybe I just craft everything. We've gotten to the point where we can craft the thing required below. Holy crap. Actually, let's keep that. We're getting close to superb for some of these things. We need just a little bit more Admis Wort and a couple more white steel chunks. Same with that. Damn, we're so close to superb quality for things. That's actually so fire. I think we already upgraded everything here as well. Yep.
Do you...
So what does this one do? Second wind cast Flurry of Blows. Increase your damage against unaware enemies. Increase your damage against skull enemies. After taking damage from an enemy, your next attack... Yeah, so this one definitely is a little bit more stealth-oriented and sneaking up on people, where this one gives me general buff to intellect and resolve. Second wind does a blast of fire around me. And the other two are for companions. So I think we'll stick with the Scales of the Oathbinder for now.
On the horizon.
Looks like the only person we need to chat with is Giada, so we'll have
We
a quick
should talk.
chat.
What happened to Fior Messiverno could have been worse. A lot worse. But that doesn't mean the Living Lands is safe. If anything, it's more dangerous by far. The Steel Garrote are just a symptom. I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming?
Because they're shady, man.
We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge.
Whims of a god don't excuse the things mortals do to each other. People fear animacy because it's dangerous. I wonder if SAPADAL. No, the first one.
Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. As many of them as it takes. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal. I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself? I wish I could. But that legacy is a debt I can never pay off. My parents died pursuing a better future for Animancers. I can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. And right now, that's all it is. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else.
All right, roger that. Get some sleep. All right, this is where things take a little bit to do. Actually, seems like we don't have nearly as much as last time, which is nice. I wish there was just like a... There's not a craft all, right? No. It's kind of unfortunate there's not a craft all. Crafting system could use a little overhaul. Like, we have different types of mushrooms and things, so it's getting me to do this with the different types. Like, there should just be... You have enough materials to make the same thing with different components. Do you want to add all the components and make X amount? To me, that would be a lot smarter than what I'm doing here, because this takes time. If I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. I very well could be. I don't see anything that says... The only thing that I can see is auto-select ingredients, which I can do, and it makes no difference. It literally is doing the same thing, because I have different types of food. It's a little weird. Not my favorite crafting menu I've ever seen in a video game, but we are making so much. Like, we're never gonna run out of food. This game, you'll never... If you run out of food, you've done something horribly wrong. Now, what I will say is I'm actually using food in the wrong way. I really should be popping some of these buff items. Grog, obviously, you know, restores effects. But we got things like maximum health increase. We got all these different condition ones. Like, there is so much food that for us to use that'll boost our base stats that I kind of always just forget to use. Actually, you know what? We should start putting some of these things in our chest that we're not using. So for weapon, I probably won't use these shields for a while. I won't be using the pistol or the splitter. Anything I have not equipped is actually not going to be used for a while. Same with that and that, as well as all of these bad boys. And I will go through these when I log off here shortly, but let's go ahead. I'm assuming our visitor is going to interrupt our dream, and we're going to proceed to the new zone. Oh, maybe not. Usually it happens right away. Oh, is this the new zone? I'm excited. I'm really excited.
We smell death here.
Listen to me.
Whoa, dude, look at that view.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just...
Oh, God.
That last pipe gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Such a loss of life. Who is responsible
Whoa,
for this?
yo!
On edge ever since the mines got shut down.
This is freaking cool, dude. Oh, I just want to keep playing, but we're already at 2 hours, so we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm gonna get started with cleaning out my inventory in terms of jewelry. I'm gonna make sure we're all set up to tackle this brand new map, but look at Shadow Scarp. Look how vast it is. I mean, Thirdborn is 500 meters that way, or yards, whatever it is. This is so sick, but we're going to wrap it up there as much as I want to continue. Thank you guys so much for watching. This game just continues to get better and better. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how much I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to explore this beautiful new landscape. Like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notification bells. We're getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers. It means the world that you guys are here every single day enjoying the content we dropped. Let's continue to grow the channel together. As always, make sure you guys take care of yourself, and we'll catch you back here in the next video. Bye, guys.